and not double duelist, so big scrap coming up here.
They have in the past, but yep, relay bolt out the rip, the fault line off the back, and Buzz is able to collect 2 instantly, as this is going to be a very, very fast round to start things up.
I think there's a lot of cool things to talk about with T1, but we'll see. Looks like there might be a little bit of action early as Sylvan's gotten pretty aggressive towards Spawn.
Actually getting a bit of damage, and Sylvan will get taken down. Meteor there to go ahead and collect 1. Buzz actually able to find the stabilizing spray, as it's now just Sugar Zero and Shota.
Damage.
Spike planted.
Still though, for T1. Losing 1 more player is not the end of the world. He's gonna try to go for that retake. Shota gonna hold the tower. Sugar Zero gonna try to play a tucked in position, but maybe read by T1. We'll see.
Flash out, contact here, and the hair off from getting the headshots as Buzz sliding around, gets the stun up, and gets the spray down. Shota gonna be taken out, and T1 really cleanly will start things off 2-0. As you said, not too big of a concern with the 1 death.
Not a team that's gonna go for like an outlaw or something like that on Fracture. Buzz looking really fired up on the Neon. Doing a great job piloting that agent so far.
Oh, there it is.
Oh,
Cover there, out of tower. Meteor destroying the drone, keeping Sylvan's position very much hidden here for the moment. Depp trying to tuck back, and does manage to get back into sewer. Sliver of HP remaining on him. It's Izu. Knocked down to 1. Salvo's going to be sent loose. Staying stuck here, stagnant behind the box to try to stay alive. 1 HP, looks for it, cannot find it. And that now leaves Buzz on his lonesome. Versus 4. Swaps over the Guardian now in hand.
Gotta go.
Time starting to tick. Jiggle peek out. Couple shots sent. And will not be able to find a single one. Very nicely done here by ZETA, holding the ground. Just the this very much is going to be on ZETA to show what they have prepared. Show what research they've done, what practice they've been able to get. As Izu is just going to be taken down, Salvo is able to find it. Buzz trying to jump across there. The bottom of the site ends up getting picked apart, and Sylvan dead at Depp's hand, who manages to follow up with a 2nd kill. Meteor now last one standing, and is not ready for Shota. Flawless round for ZETA to tie things up 2-2. ZETA division not pivoting, sticking around here on this ace site. Ooh, just waiting for timing, suspecting that if anyone's there, they'll flush them forward and maybe get that wall bank shot, but Depp continues. He's able to find it in the end, the headshot there onto Meteor. Into the spray down. Clues, again, finding value off the salvo. Sylvan going to be taken down.
Spike planted.
As Depp on a heater. Buzz will be able to find 1, but nothing more. ZETA now in the lead. Maybe this is just the new look, the new secret.
just wear a hat.
And just get a hat.
Sure.
It's working for Durka.
That's true. Ooh, Buzz.
Buzz, quick peek out, able to find 1. Shota going to be taken down. And swiftly is able to exit before any kind of punish can come through.
Maybe that's what the hat is, just a nod to Durka. How good he's been.
Could very well be the case, but Buzz, hatless. Still going to pull off a hat trick.
Biggest concern is that showstopper, so maybe you can find a way to bait that out. Buzz can dash forward, see if he can get the trigger pulled on it. Meteor, though, just too good.
Yeah, one after the other. Spike now dropped. Sugar Zero will be able to find 1. Stops it from being a flawless, but Sylvan's there for the finisher, and that's going to tie us up at 3-3.
Kind of basically be an anti-showstopper.
This is it.
It's going to be Meteor pulling the trigger, ult going to be sent out, and there you have it. Called it beautifully as Sylvan is able to find the shutdown. Depp dead. No value off the rocket. Now Shota kind of needs to be the one to break things open here from drop. Flash widely going to be dodged. As he's walled in, I mean, they're perfectly aware of his position. Izu sending out the stun. Sugar Zero dead. So they're able to find 1, but nothing more there. As it's just a meat grinder here on this site. T1 starting ones that they do have available to try to tie things up once again. As at the moment, T1 building up a decent economy. Quick little turn away, and the repeat from Buzz is absolutely gorgeous.
I'm out of here.
Ends up getting pinged out. Shorty at the ready in case anyone's scaling forward in the tower. No one there quite just yet. Forced away, though, by the Aftershock. Clues just looking to try to stun him up continuously, but the Aftershock is there, as well as the relay bolt to just hold these people in position. And with the orbital over the top, Sylvan, oh, he just absolutely melts Clues. 2 players now left standing. T1 have every single read, every single idea of their position. Shot on the jiggle, gonna go wide. Buzz thinking about re-peeking here from bench. Meteor doesn't meant
Launching smoke.
grab this, get it planted safely.
Flash out.
In the next few seconds,
One
flash
enemy
goes out.
remaining.
Stacks finding one. Sugar Zero does manage to get another, but in the end, it's gonna.
Meteor with the quick lurk as well.
Buzz thinking about going for it again, and this time it's gonna go a little bit wide. Flash connecting Sylvan here, ends up getting flushed out. Decent little bit of damage done, but kill to not be found, and Buzz unable to hit the vertical flick. XCL will shut him down. Slide forward. Spike just now starting to get planted. Aftershock at the ready, going to be sent, but it's a little bit late. Orbital Strike to try to slow things up, and Izu noted, dealt with. Back over at main. 4 remaining players tucked back here into halls. The stack up coming through. Meteor needing to somehow separate. It's only going to be good for 1. Zeta Division doing well. Go ahead, pick up.
Wear off.
Pushes them all over towards Buzz. The op dialed in on the angle. Finds the first. Dep going to be shut down. Clues noted here.
Sylvan's angle.
30 seconds left.
This is maybe a little bit difficult.
Izu going to be taken out. Sylvan trying to play close on the angle. Finds the first. Swings in. Looks for a little bit more, but can't quite steady the spray. Sugar Zero able to win it out, but now Meteor out from drop. Has him lined up. Going to have to be all in the back here of Sugar Hero. An ace clutch, the spike, however, still there in halls, and the time is just not on his side. Meteor picks himself up.
Players underneath these scopes.
Oh, spots it out and needs to make his exit. Oh, sticks around, goes for a repeat. There's no aftershock coming his way, or rather, fault line coming his way until this very moment, and now it's far too late. The pump fake here from Zeta, inadvertent or not, ends up working.
More time.
Solid idea, Izu. Suspecting
Right here.
cross out from default. Shota able to find one here at drop. Sylvan trades it out. Ends up getting swiftly dealt with as Depp finds the headshot.
Remaining.
And in the end, it's going to be just a very solid crossfire setup here from Zeta Division. Do go out. Overdrive pop from Buzz, chasing in from behind.
30 seconds left.
Pops the wall. Just gonna have to try to wait this one out. Meteor not quite prepared there for the bounce across, and XCL able to find 2. Sylvan just not steadying these sprays. Shock now going to be sent to Izu. Reinforcing over at Canteen, is able to find that 1 kill. 12 seconds now remaining as they have to get the spike plant, but there's no further way to delay it.
They know Dep's crossed.
Planted.
Seems like Stacks is suspicious about it, now has it confirmed. It's a couple shots through the wall, but Sugar Zero is there to cover. It's now just down to Izu and Buzz, who's just now arriving. Working his way up through B main. Finds the first, denies the Rose. Shota, however, able to find 1. And that's going to be 6 and 6 at the half.
Gives you a little bit of extra ability to control that spot.
There's Izu there at drop, able to find 1. Sugar Zero coming away with another. Stacks going to be eliminated, but oh, both of them running out of bullets, and Depp will get that Sheriff at the ready fast enough. Comes away with the kill. Crossfire from Meteor, though. The 1-2 tap. Now it's all down to Depp. The relay bolt there at his feet. The frenzy at range will get the job done.
It's over.
Another pistol going the way of T1.
A couple pistols.
A little bit of a pivot here
Gotta go.
for T1. So just the Sheriff there. Paint shells to try to slow up the approach, but oh my God.
Oh boy.
They just have them all absolutely trapped. They're collapsing in from both sides. Kills immediately found. Meteor, instantaneous with a headshot. You're wondering, why didn't Meteor buy it? Well, firmly in control, looking for a flawless. Shota and XTL very much in position to just try to go down to the spike, but instead, it will just be Sylvan and Stacks with an aftershock. Here's my drone. Buzz trying to pinch from the back, though.
Well,
Is in a bit of a peculiar position, but the flash is so damn good. Depp fully blinded up, no idea what was about to hit him. As XTL slowly drifting out of the smoke, the spray gonna be a little bit wild. Sylvan is there to collect. XTL gonna be taking down Buzz. Spammed out a bit through the box, down to 30 HP. The time, however, still burning away. Zeta need to make a go of this, and they need to do it fast. Buzz the first to fall, finding 1. Meteor picked off, but there comes the salvos.
His aftershocks have been really impressive with the way that he's been able to delay when they were on the other side of the map. He's got an aftershock kill in the books as well. Ooh. Oh.
Okay, well, multi-player face in towards Dish. Gonna be one apiece here.
Depp's got a Marshall.
Something that certainly can get damage dealt. But for now, ZETA's starting to rethink things. Meteor creeping forward. I don't think he's going to be ready for this player that's right here on his left-hand side. These Vice just shoulder to shoulder, but still able to find the first. SugarZero is quickly find the punish, keeping things nice and even as far as the numbers are concerned. Weaponry still going to be in the favor of T1. ZETA Division absolutely have an opportunity to try to turn this round on its head.
It's a little bit unfortunate for Shota. Oh, caught in the back is Buzz though.
Just not paying attention to main. Kills found. Izu trying to push forward. Catch a glimpse here as the weapon pickup was spotted. Yeah, Izu ready for that. Gets the punish, but SugarZero takes out Stacks. And that is
Playing a little bit further back though is ZETA.
Position.
And I like this from Depp.
As long as this drone doesn't get the suppress, which it will not. Could just go up and over the top here. As for now, Paint Shell going to be let loose. Showstopper at the ready.
Oh, Meteor.
Meteor pushing forward, surely. Depp doesn't lose another one. Yeah, he will not. He's able to plant that right at Meteor's feet. The kill found. A 1-for-1 exchange thus far. The spike brought forward. Stacks. Center sight getting the plant down. ZETA in position to try to go for a flood retake. Not that much utility to try to get it going. Falling to the side. Sylvan kind of asleep at the wheel. SugarZero just drifts out, finds him. Buzz stunned up here in tower. Stacks at his back to try to hold the line. Relay bolt catching on a one. Buzz able to find the first kill. Stacks now sending out the rolling thunder to the flash. As he peeks, he's able to find Shota. The salvos now to further delay. Izu repositioning, swinging back around through at main. The defuse starting to be held. Gets it up to half. The swing out clues. Pulls off the defuse. Finds the first, but Izu wins out the fight. Clues trusting the depth.
This util to stymie the hit of T1. They just patiently waited out. Oh, push and pull.
They're going to be taking down the overdrive. Not going to find much depth. Trick one back as XTL trying to find the second shot, and he will. Izu Stacks will pick apart, but scattered chaos as those wallbang shots come his way. XTL not sure which way to look. The pinch comes in. Smoke down. SugarZero doesn't have a judge, but he's just going to get caught drifting out of it. Sylvan with a 3K. Ensure that the timeout does not lead. Does he suspect? Well, now he knows. Rolling Thunder will surely be Izu's demise, but no, now Clues. He's stunned in. He's slowed up. The orbital doesn't matter. Buzz collects the kill. But this looks so good. It looks like such a fantastic trap here by ZETA. But they just can't find an Izu. This man can't die.
I will mention him, and I will mention that I voted for him for MVP at Masters. That's all I'll say.
Well, they weren't talking. Should have been. Certainly are now. What a hold. What a way to just turn. Is what it's going to take here for ZETA. Try to get themselves back into this map. Smoke's coming through. The shots. Shota are absolutely gorgeous, though. Woo. Vicious for Buzz. Finds Sylvan. Meteor only able to answer one back, and SugarZero will be taking down the wall at main to hold them in position here for the time being. Meteor scales forward in the tower, swings out moments before his weapon would be wrested from his hands, and he's able to find one, brings it back now into a 3v3.
That looks so good. Shota just had a great read on what that execute would look like and the timing of it.
Go ahead.
Smokes come down, and he just starts shooting through. Going to use the Armageddon from Izu to make sure they could try to get there. Meteor gets a third.
XTL just looking for something, but only met with death. Meteor will get taken down, but Depp now traded the Rolling Thunder in his face. Clues, the last one standing, tucks back, is able to dodge out the ultimate, but can he find the shot? Spots one player. As Izu quietly plays it here behind the box, hears all of his movements. Plays ring around the rosy with him. The stun, does he go for it? Certainly not. Izu, you cannot do it like that! Across the opposite side over towards that ramp now. The attack getting ready to come through. Said push coming out of sewers, and Shota able to go ahead and hold his ground. Buzz going to be taken down. Still knows that Widely control of the site has been given over, but now Depp arriving, the shot connecting. Swing onto the corner, finds the headshot. Meteor going to be taken down. 2 players now remaining for the side of T1. Planted back site. Izu trying desperately to take some space, but I don't think he's going to be ready for clues. But okay, instantly readjusts, gets a headshot. And now is all on his lonesome with just that frenzy in hand. Shota holding things down here at Heaven. Knows that he's already got some damage in and will be able to find the headshot through the box. ZETA will go ahead, start things off. Right foot forward here on Split and find their first pistol win of this series.
Yeah, I love this call from ZETA. Just kind of, okay, well, nothing.
To try to stop them pushing up into Ramen. Seems to tell ZETA the story that there are, in fact, going to be a couple players here in mid. Let's see what wins. What? Oh, that's just an unfortunate consequence for Buzz.
Oh, no.
Sends the Prowler to check, and that Buzz is just collateral damage. And, well, yep, not much to be done here. Stacks even taken down by 25. He'll slowly push up to his demise.
Spike down.
As we'll see if Sylvan can do anything to try to find a kill here. Drag off of that orb. Clues does end up getting taken down. Sylvan stopping it from being a flawless. But already the reposition. Shota here on the corner. Depp out a little bit wider. And this should be Sylvan absolutely dead to rights.
30 seconds left.
No doubt about it. 2-0 start for ZETA. A little bit of luck, 3-stack B. So far, some really good reads, and they're sending here's some of that util crunch.
Yeah, looking for this crunch once again out of garage. And XDL's going to be able to come away with 1. Stack's taken down because the flashes. No one's dead, and somehow Izu cannot collect the kill.
Try to TP in behind him.
Yeah, Clues is able to go ahead and pick up the weapon as well. As push up into mid, and you're able to find one. Buzz getting another. Trying to push forward, looks for the transfer, but Meteor is there, out from Heaven.
Oh my.
To save his life. Sugar Zero, though, last one standing, looking to be the hero. Spike, however, in all of this chaos, was still outside by swinging around. As spot out. But the shots do not connect, and Buzz, with that headshot, will.
D1 a little bit quicker, potentially. Haunt as well, in towards the ropes. Let's see what Shota can do up in. Oh, yeah, he can do a lot.
Looked like it was going to be XCL's kill, but yeah, Shota able to go ahead and find Izu. Player advantage once again here for the side of ZETA. Taking on a TP, but given Depp's position, no one going to fall for this at all. As he considers swinging out a little bit more greedily. He's ready for it. Strikes, and he managed to find 2. Meteor going to be taken down through Buzz. The headshot connecting. The reface from Stacks.
30 seconds left.
And that is just going to be an instant shutdown. Flawless round from ZETA. This dimensional drift used from Depp. Pushing forward, spotting out a couple different players. The salvo is going to be let loose, and he's just going to let her rip. He just jumps out of the ultimate, immediately finds Izu. Picks in the pieces. Another player advantage. Nice and early here from the side of ZETA.
It's a good combo, good coordination.
Wall falling, Buzz out into the open. First get taken down. Steps able to come away with 3. Meteor. Sylvan want to pop. That's all on Sylvan. Weapon recovered. Some noise made. Picks up the spike. Now he's going to be thinking about his options. Slowly drifting down right here into XDL's hands. He's got the jump. He's got the headshot. And ZETA very much.
A bit right now. If you're Stacks, that they seem to be reading you pretty decently. This may be your opportunity, though. They seem to have found the weak side of the map.
Well,
not on that side.
Depp is he's found Meteor. I think he's currently 11-2. Something to that effect as far as the kills are concerned.
Depp kind of on one right now.
Yeah, and okay. Oh, this time Izu able to just go ahead, come away with that elimination. It looked like Sugar Zero is perfectly ready for it, but still ends up getting punished. Depp, however, still nearby. Takes a quick little hop to the left. I was gonna say, and then a step to the right, but he's still going left.
He's gonna do the time warp?
Yeah.
Yep.
Push the smoke. Buzz. Wow. Continuing to look rather snappy. Gets that kill quickly.
Oh no.
Pivots away. Double drop out. Buzz holding his ground. Finding the first. Stacks Covers the rope. Fake out. Just for the sake of clearing it. Depp now, 46 HP. Just trying to see if he can find anything else. Spots out a gun barrel, and he'll get the kill on the Stacks, making it a bit more costly here for T1. Exit there from Depp. The Nightfall going to confirm that the rest of the site is opened up now. Sites just have to be turned over towards heaven as Meteor trying to go for a timing through the wall. Ends up getting cut down. Sugar Zero. A nice little linger, a nice lurk down the ramp. As Depp now similarly going to be using the Dimensional Drift. Another one built up here for him. Izu under the rope. The Rolling Thunder going to be sent out. Izu not caught by it, but they suspect this position. They find the punish. Is now Sylvan. Oh, TP's over the bottom of stairs, and Clues has heard everything. Flawless from ZETA. Drop around. Nonplussed by it.
This is just really nice stuff from Buzz. Does have a judge. Meteor with a rifle. Has a pit of his own if they can get to it.
Now the off is gone. Turn to the flash. Spotted to one, and quite a bit of damage dealt there as Depp narrowly escapes. 2 HP remaining on him. XCL going to be able to find an elimination. Buzz gets taken down, but the trade is swift. And oh, Meteor just lobbing in the bite. Finds Depp over its screens, just not.
See if they want to invest it.
Izu just sending out the fake out. Sees to try to hold him in position, and Izu playing off the back of that.
Enemy remaining.
As it's all down to Clues, and he will fall. A Thrifty coming through T1. Well, slowed up but not dissuaded. T1 still pushing forward, and Buzz is not checking the corners. Sugar Zero able to find one, finds two. Stacks and Meteor though on the entry. Will break things open on the site. Plant can now come in.
Spike planted.
Just quick reactions from T1. Gun skill. I'm gonna buy them a little time. He's doing a great pop flash.
Oh, has to re-peek that. Does a double take. Thinking that he had the kill, and Meteor does end up getting caught completely unawares. Izu now going to be fully flashed up. Still just staying in place. Tries to turn from it, but Depp ends up catching himself with a flash as well. So Izu finds him. Stacks gets Shota.
Fall again, Stacks. We do have Clues still has an Armageddon, so something to consider.
Well, jiggle kill with a Phantom. ZETA players cognizant where if they swing in any deeper, they're very much exposed. Anybody over at Robinson, they decide to back away. Site open up a bit more. Stacks on a complete and utter island at the moment on the opposite side of the map. Could go for a hell of a flank, but I don't think it's going to be the most necessary as Izu finds Shota. Depp picks up one, but now he's all on his lonesome. Just that Sheriff in hand, down to half HP.
Depp's laughing about something.
He does have a Vandal. I think he's just laughing and accepting his fate. He's like, yeah, this is not where I want to be.
Yeah.
Spot on the Buzz. Little damage there through the corner. Finds one, but Zax eventually will be able to get involved. And that has us now tied up, kind of locked in position. Double approach down through ramp, and Meteor creeping his way through, up through heaven as Buzz able to find one, plants his feet. He's going to take it down. Step strikes in from behind Shota. Ooh, I think an elbow should have been spotted there by Meteor, but he hears the footsteps. He's able to swing back. Clue's now going to be taken down, and this is going to make ZETA constantly having to look over their shoulders. Some of the call's going to maybe be to fight down into the vent, but no, they realize the time is going to be ticking. So now back over towards the site. Paranoia connecting on the Sylvan. Safe behind the screen. The flash is out. The drop down as they all line up. They're all whittled away at. Sylvan will pick up 2 in T1 in the division. Onto over site, spotting nothing. Showstopper to further clear the way. Clues trying to win out this war and does so. Finds the headshot. XCL ends up getting taken down. Second shot from Izu, unable to connect. Dodges out everything though. Salvos the stun, neither connecting. He's able to find the shot. Sees out, triple approach. Getting ready to come through from screens. Shota leads the charge. Sugar Zero in behind him with Vandal in hand. Comes away with a kill. Shota recovers the Phantom. Immediately puts down Stacks. The defuse now getting ready to come in. The tap. Looking for the spray, but not being found. The smoke dissipating, but there's another one to obfuscate. And it's going to be tied up once again, 6-6, as ZETA closing
over to the A side of the map, just anticipating that the rotate was that direction, but They've actually guessed incorrectly. It was a
Footsteps
mid
heard.
push.
Oh,
my
Meteor,
God.
what is that quick turn? He's able to find Shota, but then does get traded out. Keep the previous damage on to Buzz. Yep, makes for an easy target. He ends up getting taken down. Sylvan, a bit too wild with the shots, cannot clean one up.
30 seconds left.
Now a 4v2. And Zeta Division looking to do just that, a 2-0. Close out on the pistols would be enormous for them, taking that first step here on the attack side. Stacks, not sure which way to look. And Depp cuts him down to size. Clues with 3, will get Zeta to 7. Lead is theirs.
Yeah, man, Stacks. Hello. In trouble.
Grenade is live.
Just continuing to whittle away at these players, not able to find that kill, but until right now, solid headshot into a follow-up. Buzz. Just desperately trying to close the gap between him and the vent to be able to get that shorty in a position, but damn, Clues. A very slow first half for him, now looking incredibly clean. Timing is going to be found. Meteor able to go ahead and pick him apart,
Last player
but
standing.
is instantly dealt with. And Sylvan now still making his way up. What's the plan here?
Trying to die on the other side, but
Gonna try to reroute, but it's gonna be a charge for XDL instead. I mean, I don't mind it. Once the back away, he acknowledges, yep, Depp.
the spot. Oh, the timing just a little bit off.
Very much confirmed. Just gonna be a bite for a paint shell there as C's looking for the lock-in, and yep, a bunch of players do get contained there over at main. Swing out from Buzz. They hear that TP forward. They're able to find Depp, but Meteor, continuing the challenge of these fights, ends up falling to the wayside. Buzz
30 seconds left.
starting to heat up once again. Repositions back sight. Spike now being brought forward through the vent. Stacks rotating off. But there's just no time.
It's a bit of a pump fake, so they have to go A.
It's only 15 seconds and no Buzz. Looks like late to maybe register, might have been
10
glimpsing
seconds
up
left.
at that mini-map. Either way, 7 seconds, they have to get the spike planted. Buzz does end up falling. They can stick in for it. They'll have it planted. Stacks through the smoke, able to find one, but cannot deny this. 3v2, still in with a shout. Clues. Just getting tucked back into elbow alongside Shota. Both players going to be stacked up. Seems like T1 still relatively unawares as to both players' positions. Takes Sylvan down to 50. A bit more damage now. Shota finding 2. Izu trying to get the transfer, but he cannot. And Zeta Division as they push back onto a thrifty attempt. Meteor, the Sheriff, looking for the headshot. He's able to find it. Step now on the floor.
Right over at B. They're just kind of working the map a little bit, our Zeta. Taking their time. Old Meteor just caught completely out in the open there.
And to try to deal some damage, if they don't look to the right, maybe he can find some hefty value, but XDL
30
already
seconds
checking
left.
for it. And Izu, this time the patience on the trigger finger will end up going against him. No damage, no kill found. And now his teammates down to a 3v4. Try to pull off this thrifty win.
God, they just look so smart today. That's just a great read from XDL.
And you know, one's got a Bucky, so why play close? Don't play the corner. XDL does end up getting punished, taking down Sylvan. Good for 1, but is not going to be good for the next 3.
Well, okay, that's one way to deal with that.
And that's all. The gate crash is now down. Catch a glimpse as well onto Sylvan. The other 2 players set up the TP into back of sight. Sylvan, however, is there, ready for the punish. Rolling Thunder going to crash across. The Paranoia going to be sent out. Sylvan trying to go.
Ultimate, just tried to go for a surprise TP play. T1 not fooled at all. Now you've got
30 seconds
the op
left.
holding the line right outside of Mail.
Anyone else?
Jiggle Pink catches sight there. Drift going to be sent. Sylvan expecting some pressure his way. Sends out that Paranoia. The stun does connect. Spots out another one's the Armageddon as well. Going to be shoving Meteor back. Sylvan just trying to stay tucked in underneath that aftershock. Does get a decent amount of damage. XDL this time is going to be taking to have that critical ult to try to flush somebody out. Meteor. Ooh, shots right down below, but does not get the kill there. Depp, however, will. Buzz falls, follows the Tracers, comes up with the elimination. Depp going to be taken down, but still a 3v4 having to fight forward into the pit. The Shorty able to come away with one. He looks for another knife kill, and Izu! He somehow has it! Pit gets dropped, but it doesn't matter. XTL, Sugar Zero. Or is it
Just committing everything you have to that pit. Setting up a few extra angles for it. Stacks under pressure.
Well, now no op. Buzz blinded up, puts himself into the corner. Stacks anticipating the aggression onto the site absolutely beautifully. Catches Sugar Zero off the back of the TP. Same said for Depp. T1 saying you're not going to get up to map point, not quite yet. Clues trying to go on a little bit of a walkabout down into the vent, trying to escape, but they get the read, they get the punish, and now it's all on Shota to see it. She can stop it from being a flawless. Meteor here on the opposite side of the wall. The push forward finds the timing. They will manage to make it happen. T1.
Chase, say you got to shift a little bit over to the other side of the map here.
Stacks able to get the spot. I'm curious if he just goes for a timing send on this Nightfall. Boombot not getting the read there in Ven, but Buzz still so snappy. But on the approach, he knows they can't win, so ult is going to be retained. Now he'll just poke and prod out, look for some kind of kill here. We'll be able to find at least one. Looks for the second. XCL will sit him down. But T1, they get up to 9. What a wild power.
Yeah, it's split, so we're going to get overtime. There you go.
You know.
Yeah.
Only bangers, says Depp. Entry forward into Ven, turns back. Meteor just rushing out for the challenge, but he's not ready for Sugar Zero. He's just perched up on top of the box. And as chaos ensues, but it's ZETA Division walking away a little bit less scathed here.
Definitely a nice little maneuver there by Sugar Zero to get up on that box.
Izu deep in the garage. XCL just kind of waiting here on the angle. And Izu swings right into the crosshair. A solid punish, and now T1 scrambling in ZETA Division, very well poised to get themselves up to map point to extend this over to Haven. Sylvan swinging out, able to find one, not without some consequence, down to 70 HP. Stacks in position here, going to be sending the Nightfall. Sends the C, swings, and he's going to be good for one, but that's all he's able to find. Sylvan still for the 1v2. Smoke situated, drops down, the double swing around that right-hand side, and Sugar Zero is able to find him. ZETA Division up to 20.
Sylvan's going to refill that space. Oh, Meteor.
This time the flank, working a treat, sends out the bite to try to cover his rear, and that's his 2000th kill. Congratulations to him, the kill leader here in Pacific. Now it's going to be 2001. How many more can he find? Looks like it's going to stop right there for the moment. Buzz, however, refilling that space. Try to find the punish to keep that spike isolated on the floor.
Space, you know, because a lot of mid attention has been shown by ZETA most of the rounds. Bit of a gamble, and it pays off.
Last player standing.
Stacks going to find Sugar Zero. Depp trying to catch him in the back.
An opportunity for a punish. A kill, a death, gets him the dimensional drift for the next round, and right now Stacks is not reading it at all. So Depp will be able to go ahead, find the ult with that elimination. Now hightails it out, printing away the dimensional drift. Depp hot on his heels, chasing forward, seeking some information. Is able to spot out too. Exits over at elbow. Izu swinging the corner, jumps out, finds the kill, but not before Stacks has fallen. Draws back out with the operator, puts down XCL. Buzz out of heaven, finds Sugar Zero, and suddenly it's just Shota. The spike stranded at main. It's T1. It's never really been easy for them, but they continue to fight here. On split, they continue.
Ooh, good jiggle.
Gonna re-peek for it. They're already in pretty deep though. There's Izu, backpedaling away. Tries to go for a quick little shot there with a shorty, hoping that he just catches any kind of stray shots there, but Meteor has been felled. Sugar Zero finding the first is Sylvan, dancing around, offers up a bit of damage there. It's Buzz finds two, Stacks getting another. XCL gonna be taken down. Now the 3v2, push out of the smoke. Sylvan eliminated. Who's able to find one? The Armageddon gonna be drawn out, but there's the cleanup. 12-12. Only bangers on.
Found the weak side. Meteor's gonna try to lurk mid.
Cover going
See what the execute looks like here. Some TP.
Zero held back for the moment on the wider swing out. He's able to find one. Paranoia, however, not connecting, and Buzz anticipating the push out from Alley, but Depp Drops out of heaven, finds one, Stacks. Fighting back a little bit, but down to 10 HP. Stuck here behind the box, back turn, Clues. Able to find the punishment. Meteor out at heaven, finding one. No real read on the position. The arrival here of XDL. Meteor, he's not flush against the box, and his head is going to be spotted as XCL cleans it up. ZETA will get themselves the
Player, but I don't think...
Might not have caught Zoo, but it's really hard to say.
Yeah.
Really peeking out. And Clues, what is that? Challenge.
Goodness.
Unreal. Operator now on the floor. Big force push. Purchase coming in. Stacks now going to be taken down as well. ZETA Division in a 5v3. Look to take this to a third and final map, but good God, Buzz still snappy as all hell. Flash up over the top. Makes his exit. Narrowly escapes. Life intact. The rest of the team getting ready to push forward. Paint shells into main to delay to try to soften him up, and Meteor unable to find a damn thing as XCL comes away with two. Sylvan, though, last one standing, cannot make it happen. Some noise made, so ping coming down.
This is
Sugar Zero at the ready. And there the paranoia goes. Sugar Zero able to find one, push onto the corner. Meteor, the only one able to fight back so far, but Izu does get a piece of the action. Drop down out of window, and Depp eventually able to stabilize, finds the kill. Needing a lot more though. This Meteor able to find the reset on the shield, pushes back out. Nearly finds the timing on the Stacks there at Garage. Instead, Depp now going to be looking for Meteor, but he gets a read. Finds the shot now, is looking for the 4K. Just playing it out patiently, but Stacks there. On the off angle, is able to find it, and that's going to be T1.
ISO. Meteor, 3 kills in that round.
Out here in window, and he's finding 2 more. 5-0 thus far, 1 away from having that kill contract online. B-site very much opened up as Sylvan looks to hold down Garage and is able to do so with relative ease as Izu. It's a very nice and clean headshot onto Clues. B-site, Izu catching a glimpse there. Sees at least one at a main. Sylvan considering going for it there, but Depp does get snatched up here. Can he win out the fight? Obviously, shielding going to be in play, and Meteor able to go ahead and scoop up the elimination. Izu not wanting to over-challenge, just tugs back as they look for a little bit of a flood back here onto the side, but the defuse does get held up to half. Meteor, however, still alive and well, still 3 players as Shota is all on his lonesome. And it's just going to be one final tap there from Sylvan. Bonus conversion comes through, T1.
Falls, it opens up the map a bit for him. But here he's just, you know, he opens up the map for himself because he's just too damn good.
Well,
there you go.
Finding one as Izu, similarly crisp with the headshots as they swoop in and just absolutely dominate here on the side. Buzz going to be a lone casualty thus far, and maybe the only one that we find here. As do you want to go for the plant? They say, hey, Meteor, you're halfway to another ult. We could get a neural theft, but how about you just absolutely kill everyone and get
put this Garage pressure through. See what Depp can do. TP's all the way over at Garage, actually. That doesn't matter.
It's just offset. He's finding the first as you expect. Clues here on the flank. Seems like he does anticipate it, but is unable to find that elimination as the cut does get sent through. Shield for now broken down, but there's the reset. Meteor still untouched. Looks for a little bit more, and XDL wisely backs away. Hops over. He's making his way up into heaven. It's Meteor. Love to get a refresh on that, but is unable to find it. Still, though, another kill. It's going to be another kill contract. This Faultland will connect. Paranoia there, but nope. Expires, and Sylvan comes away with 2 eliminations. 5-0, T1.
Left, 1 away from the ult for Meteor. Trying to pressure Izu a bit. Heard a player up there, and that's just bait.
Okay, yeah, not expecting that. Clues will find a very nice headshot, getting the punish there on the lurk. At the same time, Buzz wanting to get involved a little bit. He's charging forward into Garage, comes up with that kill there, Sheriff in hand. Depp around the back, scouting, Buzz noting this. Depp needing to back away. There's a fake out flash at the ready. Tries to send it in for himself, but Clues is there. Wide enough angle, gets the headshot. He's able to shut him down. Meteor now trying to pick his angle. The Armageddon gonna be sent out. Paranoia fully into the face is Sylvan, but he just holds down M1 and Sugar Zero hits the floor. Pop flash out, Meteor tucks back in behind Plat. Clues into the open, kill found, gun barrel spotted, Depth stuck in position as Meteor is absolutely unstoppable! 6-0 for T. A lot more value. As thrown out, gets the suppress there. On to Sylvan, he'll slightly reposition down under window, the drop down getting ready to come through. Depth finding one, Buzz gonna be taken down as well as Clues. Gets the headshot. Neural Depth now invested, undercut goes across, Meteor tucked away, last one standing, and this time will get flushed out, will suffer his first death. And Zeta Division will get themselves here on.
Meteor has fell. The impact already there. Dart cleared.
He's still just chasing forward. Buzz is up into the cyber cage. Meteor blinded out, ends up falling. It's Buzz gets traded back, but Sylvan, Izu here at lobby, able to go ahead and equalize.
Could think about trying to get rid of stacks that way. Oh, no.
Okay, I was gonna say Cam never actually got cleared, but well, Hunter's Fury used in advance, but still is able to find a kill. Pushing Shilton out. All on his lonesome, and Izu tucked away at the base of the window is able to find it, so forces him back.
Look at where Clues got tucked in. See if they're going to be ready for that.
He's been chasing forward time and time again, but with Depth hitting a hell of a headshot on the Buzz, they might very much forget about the potential for Clues to be in this position. Meteor, however, seems like he is not. Shield is not popped, but catches a clips, hits the headshot, but Clues is able to steady the spray. Trades it back. 13-3. Now starting to figure out how they can deny this value away from the ISO. And Stack's able to fish one out there with that shock dart, but he will fall as XCL collects two here in mid. And now Izu, all on his lonesome, dodges the fault line, but has to figure out a way to recover this spike. For the time being, not watching for him. They're swinging around, checking in towards Garage. Cam is situated if he just toggles it. He'll be able to spot it out. Sends it now. One low on HP, and Izu gets it done. No mercy shown. Can they pull it off? Fake out. Getting catch there on the Buzz as he frantically backpedals. Wall going to be set up for Meteor. Slowly pushing it forward as Buzz still maintaining control of this backside. Able to find one. Runs out of bullets. He's just dancing around. Meteor trying to play distract. He's able to find one more, and then his Buzz repeats. He gets the clat, and I don't know how, but it's a flawless.
I read that this is actually a big hit. Well, again,
drone
stealth
coming his
drone.
way.
Yep.
Should anticipate there's going to be somebody pushing off the back of that.
Oh, look at that.
It would be the Yoru, and yeah, I mean, they just have a firing squad set up for it. Meteor's right back on the horse. 14 kills for him.
Just looked like he fell off the horse. It's like he's just gotten underneath it just to make it look like he wasn't there.
He swung back around.
Yep.
Okay, Cam getting the spot out. Paranoia going to be sent, but Buzz is up into their face with a shorty in hand. Shota dead by cut. Opposite check in towards Garage. Nothing going to be noted there. The rest of T1 fanning out, wanting to get these weapons out of the hands of the players, and Meteor will catch a timing. Clues delivering the fourth death. And then swiftly getting caught. Sylvan able to find it, reads a position at backside, but doesn't confirm it. Sylvan's still very suspicious, so much so that he actually sends out the Paranoia. Swing onto the corner, and XDL has no idea. 10-1.
Actually, he's ahead of Izu now in the kill department. He's 12-4-3. So everybody getting involved. 4T1 on this. No one wants to be left out of it.
Oh,
hello?
Well, Meteor chasing in. This get taken down. Shota going to be eliminated though. Buzz with that shorty, close range, able to close one out. Catches a quick little glimpse into Sugar Zero, but things start going a little bit wonky. Shots through. I mean, somehow, some way, Zeta managed to rally back here in the.
Meteor going to swing in. Shock dart should connect. Oh yeah.
Yes, it does.
Oh yeah.
Right here.
Calm down, Kool-Aid man.
Oh yeah. Oh no.
Flushed out of the corner. Depth Able to find one, pushes up into the smoke. Zach still eyes over at the sewers exit, trying to see if he can spot anybody else. Still been able to find one, though. Shota going to be taken down. Depth dealt with here as Izu frantically. He's looking for targets. He's looking for bullets, and he can't find either. Buzz now here from main. Last one standing. XDL tagged up a bit. Tap on the plant. Buzz rushing forward. Finds the first, but cannot get that second and final. Clues will survive. Moving into the round with a ghost. Everybody else, significant firepower.
Yeah, Buzz tucked up close and personal. Oh my God.
Hey?
This is not fair. Thought he was, but he's backed off. Sota's watching sewers, expecting some kind of play there.
Sax is trying to watch here.
They pinged the wrong corner.
There's the push out. Yep. So they're going to be caught. Buzz is flashing himself across, able to go ahead.
4T1 to work with. They have a paranoia, still have a vulnerable for Meteor. They could clear this space, and that's why Zeta's fanning the heck out. They're also trying to figure out where everybody is.
Sending out the classic players, trying to bound forward. Scout here for them. The defuse has already been held to half. That's okay. Clues XCL getting one a pop. Now arriving the aftershock to try to further delay, but they're just going to wait it out, but no! The elimination comes in just in time. I'm just leaving two players here on this A site. Zeta pushing closer and closer here as shield gets popped by Meteor. Sees one, shield broken. Shota able to play off the back of that, and Meteor ends up falling. Buzz bouncing away, stacks at the crossfire. Turns his sights over, finding depth. Sugar Zero now going to be picked apart. Tizu ends up falling, but Stack's still in this position, still persevering. Dodges the salvos, spots him out. Shota dead. So now comes down to a 1v1. The spike is in hand here for Clues, and he's going to look to reroute. Shock dart in hand here for Stacks. Here's the tap down below, catches a glimpse, and it's more than enough. A 4K from Stacks.
Standing ahead.
Locating targets.
This drone will chase forward. Snooping around the B site. Nothing going to be spotted there. Cam still in the setup. Catches XDL. Is now Hunter's Fury opening up, and Paranoia as well flies through. He's able to find one. Sylvan holding down Garage. Buzz flooding back forward. Gets rid of Sugar Zero. And Depth does not stand a chance. A team ace takes T1 up to match.
That's really random that you know that.
What can I say? Pub trivia. Armageddon called in to try to open things up. Stacks not wanting to take a chance. Breaks the fake. Meteor forced away. Shield already broken. And Sugar Zero keeping forward, trying to take some space very aggressively and lock these players out. Buzz sees him. Can't react fast enough. Sugar Zero with a headshot. Breaks him down. Sylvan here in heaven. Just checking around. Cubby going to be cleared out.
Cover going out.
There's players on all sides of the site. Silva's able to find the first. Depth intercepting with the stinger in hand, finding himself another. That is going to be Zeta holding on by a thread. Position Depth has to exit, snaps back over towards main. Sugar Zero going to be darted. As Buzz tries to open things up, tries to obfuscate, tries to blind as much as possible. 3 kills going to be found. Man advantage right now for the side of T1. And as Buzz picks up a 4K, T1 will bring this series to its conclusion. 13 to